I've just had this really weird thought. Like, would Donald Trump want to get involved in this show? Because I was thinking about, well, thinking about the royal family and then um, weird links with their names, and then the thing with Prince Andrew. This whole scandal that's kind of ruined his life and made him no longer a prince because of just having sex with a 17-year-old when you were 41. She was probably drunk. I don't know if she was necessarily up for it, but you know, things happen when you go to parties, and I don't know the situation. It's not for me to say, but um, yeah, I don't know. I just noticed that with this song, this Megan character that I've only just started listening to, I've only just found some of her songs. Um, there's one which has got like the Me Too movement. And then I'm just thinking back at the news and just thinking how ridiculous that whole story with Trump was about him getting sued, or someone suing him, someone who looks the same age as him as well. And, and she's not particularly attractive, but I suppose this would have been a long time ago. But I don't know I don't know the story. I don't know how bad or whatever, but it just feels like a joke, like it didn't actually happen, and that they're kind of, I don't know, they're just making. It feels like the media are just making up stories, and they've maybe Donald Trump's even for this. I don't know why you'd be for it because it's going to ruin his campaign to become president. But yeah, I don't know. Technically, though, I bet there's loads of guys that probably are interested in this story and be like, "Yay, go Trump!" I don't know. There's a lot of people in America that are weird. But yeah, I don't know. Just to sue someone for £5 million because they've touched your skirt and hit on you a few times in an inappropriate way. I feel like that's just like not real or something. Is that not real? And then I'm thinking about this song that I found where it's actually a Miss American pageant, and I know Donald Trump had some involvement with the Miss World or whatever. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was. But yeah, I don't know. It's just weird how there's ties there. Um, and yeah, I think that would I don't know how he could get involved. I want everyone to get involved. Anyone who's famous and can make the show really big. I like. I want this. If I had to get onto some Big Brother Global, the whole point of it would be to just get like the whole world interested. And for me to get the whole world interested, it is important to have as many celebrities as possible get involved in it. But how or when or in what way, I don't know. But yeah, I'm I'm fantasizing about this room being the Big Brother Wendy house. And of course, the thing I like about it actually is just I hate the world, so I like the idea of just cutting myself off from the whole world. And I also like the idea of having lots of attention, but because I don't really like people, not actually knowing who I'm getting their attention from. And also, I like the thought of people talking about me, but I don't actually want to know what they say. Why? Because it's probably going to be negative. Hence, it's better that I don't know what they say. But yeah, I don't know. I like the thought of kind of, like the princess in the tower kind of thing. Like, I don't know why I like that. It's a bit, it's probably a bit crazy. I think it's just because I hate this world so much that the idea of a princess in a tower actually feels like quite a nice thing because it means that the princess doesn't have to go into the horrible world. But yeah, that is a bit of a fantasy for me. But there could be a nice fish tank. I've got my little fish tank at the back. I don't know if you can really see it, but yeah, it's it's really nice to look at actually. So there could be a big fish tank, and then the whole place could be like blue with clouds painted all over it to make it look like heaven. And then you could have sort of like Roman columns going around the outskirts, and then a bed that looks kind of like the Holy of Holies kind of temple, with four posters and then curtains that you can draw across, and maybe a curtain dividing the room so that you can have two sections, and then a really comfy sofa, and then you need like a hat where food just gets delivered. And then you need like some sort of makeup area. My hair gets really messy, so I need something where I can um, do my hair nicely, and then a nice wardrobe that maybe looks like a big cloud or something. I don't know. That's how I'm picturing it. But yes, I can picture myself being in this room, and then just having like, oh, I need a throne as well. I need like to have my own separate diary room, and it could say like the throne of God on it. Um, the show needs to make out that they're kind of just fulfilling my fantasy and that they don't actually believe, but that they like the idea of someone claiming to be God, and they want to go with the flow by creating this. And then you could have a bunch of rich people that are doing it, that are funding this project for whatever reason they want. And yeah, that also kind of makes me think, hey, if you want to touch my ass and give me 5 million and then put it into promoting um, the show, and that kind of works. Is it going to be 5 million? I don't know how much these things, but if you think about how many films there are, every single one of these have like £1 billion budgets. So I'm sure you could just, I'm sure it's not going to be that much, right? I have no idea.